What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review the debut album by Canadian singer-songwriter Fefe Dobson as far as this pitch is going to happen. Basically, this product is called Self-Titled, and it came out in the late fall of 2003. So fair about this product here, this particular chick is very similar to Avril Lavigne within these pitches. More or less, I'd probably say like the black Avril Lavigne within pitches like that, but some excellent type fair. It's just very... It's basically just a carbon copy within these aspects as far as these pitch can happen. Now, the only thing about it within these fairs, it's definitely blister type appeal. Obviously, getting further Avril Lavigne's real excellent. Fefe Dobson's real standout type Chica on here. Pitches like that is kind of the appeal. She had a very original lane within these fairs. You would have thought that she would have went. You would have thought almost that maybe the label would have pushed her to do pop or something like that, but this is actually a very alternative rock and pop punk kind of album pitches like that, just within the fair as far as saying, as similarities to Pink, Avril Lavigne, folks like that. This taste of some of those particular type fairs within some type pitches with the aspect Blink 182, folks like that, just within the punk type scene, just within the aspect. This has real good kind of hot topic type bite a few years before like the complete entire kind of mainstream kind of sweep of that within those fairs. Definitely. Definitely some of those type books. Definitely makes me interested within the fair. I mean, it's a good get up to be able to get some of these type fairs within the pitch as far as saying Fefe Dobson has some excellent type fairs on here. Only thing about it I recommend all 13 of the songs that are on the standard edition of this album. Now, there is a 2004 edition that has another single on there that I didn't get to. I might get to that particular album later if that has some more. I might re-review this album again at some stage within pitches like that. But yeah, it's just a particular concept as far as saying within the aspect that these pop punk divas are definitely excellent within the pitch, just kind of getting that particular fairs. It's a real excellent aspect of like initial kind of Hello Kitty and Hot Topic type noise pitches like that. Hello Kitty and Hot Topic type noise pitches within those alternate. Definitely some fiery kind of Hello Kitty and Hot Topic type noise pitches like that when you think of those particular fairs within the aspect as far as like as far as some definite kind of snap, crackle, pop, and just the aspect of like real some early bird kind of scene type stuff, pitches like that. So it's kind of within the ordeal as far as the fair is going to happen. Do like the bite about this album. So it's within the pitch. The singles off this album, this was a pretty banging type album in terms of the appeal. Definitely pretty ahead of the times, like the pitch of what was particularly going on around this aspect around early, just talking about 2003 as far as those fairs. I mean, I'd say apart from Avril Lavigne, maybe like one or two other type. Apart from Avril Lavigne, who's also Canadian within these fairs around this particular time, this is pretty damn well potent kind of original lane pitches like that within the fair as far as the pitch kind of went. So it's just kind of the fair as far as saying the signature type stuff within pitches. Unfortunately, I think it was kind of more ahead of the times within the pitch that it just didn't catch on its full bound within the pitch behind it. It's just kind of the fair that it just kind of was more cast the wayside in terms of the Billboard 100 type appeal in the United States. Apart from like the single Take Me Away, this was kind of seen as just as not as much within the catch on type fair. Now, particularly Fefe Dobson did have another album that she was going to put out in like 2005, 2006 fairs like that, but it kept getting delayed. So those type ones. She was kind of pigeonholed into one-hit wonder type territory, similar to like Cassie, who dropped like the hit song Me and You, some of those type pitches. So it's kind of the fair that the particular aspect back in like the 2000s, that was kind of the aspect that if you didn't have like that particular single within those aspects, like thinking of like Khalees with Milkshake, or thinking of like Khalees with Milkshake, or thinking of like Brooke Valentine with Girl Fight, some of those type pitches, the album just didn't come out because a lot of these particular songstresses is kind of not so much full bound like Fefe Dobson or just folks like that, but just kind of pitch that the aspect is just kind of the hits had to back up like the quality behind. But she did drop singles. It's kind of unfortunate within the fair that some of these didn't catch on more than pitch, but it's not like she didn't catch on. It's just kind of fair that I just think the concept it's odd considering the quality of this particular album, that this album was just not more striking within pitch. It definitely needed to be within those aspects. This very banner. This is definitely, like I said, this is very blistering for 2003, pretty ahead of like a lot of good stuff. Just a good alternative, kind of a different. It's an excellent cousin to Avril Lavigne and pitches like that, and this good type flares that is getting Canadian kind of pop punk songstresses pitches like that. It definitely hits pretty heavily. So it's just good type pitches. Definitely makes me want more than just these two artists within these appeals as far as these pitches can happen. Just within the aspect, this good type flair about these type ones. Just like I was saying, hot topic type material that has a lot of banging type aspects. Just really nails the glam factor of it. So it's just real spunky type one that just has a lot of good spice. Just really this bad bitch kind of vibes pitches like that as far as those first happen. So just within the pitch. There's some nice ones on here. So there are similarities also to there are some similarities on here to folks like System of a Down and Godsmack within some type pitches. Just excellent type aspect. Definitely System of a Down, kind of more glam type factor. Particularly, it kind of reminds me more of Serj Tankian from 2007. When you think of some of those type songs like Lie 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 and like Empty Walls and pitches like that, some of those type ones within the fair. Empty Walls, Lie Lie Lie, Sky Is Over, some of those type ones within pitch. It's actually a few years before that, so it's just kind of the pitch as far as saying within those particular type products has kind of like good type fashions. But yeah, we'll get to that particular fair as far as like the composition of it. But yeah, plenty of these type ones. Bye 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 Boy. Bye Bye Boyfriend is lead single off this album. It's like a good Sunset Pier kind of dredge with flavored kind of alt metal feel about it as far as these pitches can have. And just kind of good song to smoke to, a snack run type song pitches like that. This particular song kind of reminds of Toxicity by Bye Bye Boyfriend, kind of particularly reminds of Toxicity by System of a Down and Aerials. Some of those type pitches within the format as far as those pairs going to happen. It's excellent within the fair as far as getting towards like that particular. It's kind of a real dredgy type one within the aspect as far as just something kind of 4 o'clock, 5:30 p.m. pitches like that within the aspect of just like this real glared kind of just slog type feeling pitches like that. Just like the aspect that just got done with like the day shift as far as those pairs going to happen. Just good, nice one, get some smokish type fair going. Just easy kind of snack room within the flair behind it. Just neighborhood romps. Just with the good gripping kind of alt metal type feel, section type flair, good alternative metal kind of bite within those pitches that I'd say. Take Me Away is the most popular song off this album according to Spotify, or at least according to base. It's the most popular song off this album according to like the US Billboard 100, but actually the most popular song off this album according to Spotify is Everything. So it's within the pitch. The second two singles did better, but it's excellent type pitches for this one. Take Me Away is like an initial kind of socialize, kind of percolate and jive, I'd say, within the aspects of it here. Just a dance hop definitely to get. This Guitar Hero on pitches like that. Some of those type pairs, just some red cups going. Pizza nearby, some of those type pitches. An overall hot type one. So it's kind of pitch as far as saying kind of more setting up camp pitches like that within the ordeal, like the chillax type spot within some of those type pitches, but definitely the noise, like a good white noise type one to kind of get within the aspects, like some chillax. Some good excellent lounge type fair pitches like that. There actually were not a ton of pop punk kind of divas pitches like that went solo, that didn't have like a backing band pitches like that kind of had these particular ordeals. So this is definitely it's a very underappreciated song for 2003. When you think of the aspect, just taking it back like 6.5 or 7 years pitches like that, going back to 1996. I mean, yeah, you had Gwen Stefani, and yeah, you had like particular like Hole and some of those type ones with Courtney Love, some of those type folks. But it's kind of the pitch as far as saying within the aspects, as far as the flair about it kind of goes. It's kind of the aspect like the particular kind of rhythmic jive that kind of goes along with like a pop punk kind of in a more alternative type sense with more kind of eyeliner and things like that, and it's like the standard kind of like like the fishnets and like the particular kind of just dolled up kind of gothicness about it. It's some good type flares to kind of had that particular edge. It's real. It's a little bit more of a spiffy and trendy type album within some type pitches. Between her and Avril Lavigne that kind of did this. Let Go from 2002 definitely had some of that banner type appeal, and Fefe Dobson self-titled definitely had that same sort of appeal as well within those pitches. The aspect of felt like an it album, but this kind of was underwhelming within the pitch, like the casual. This was kind of underwhelming with like the reception, but good type stuff, excellent pitches like that. Everything is the third single. It's a nice one. It's like a nice sunset lick, kind of frolic and pleasant, kind of malaise kind of get here. Definitely good. Grab Doritos, things like that. Just kind of romantic, kind of park fare, I'd say. Just good wayside, kind of chillaxing fares like that. Just an overall lit type one. So just a typical type day, pitch like that, just in a more kind of dredge type aspect within the tone. The same sort of flair, kind of goes along pretty combo like with Bye Bye Boyfriend within those pitches, just not as much kind of amidst like the brush of it within those pairs, but just kind of aspect, just kind of more slowing things down, just more kind of on like a bench or something like that within those particular type of appeals. Just easy kind of snacked. Stop for a snack or a quick, puff of a smoke, something like that within those ordeals within pitches. Yeah, romantic park fair pitches like that is kind of within the ordeal, like some good laxing pitches like that, just amidst like relative kind of social bite within those aspects for as the pitch can happen. But yeah, I look after it. Good type flair within aspect behind it. I do get the feeling that particular extra song on here, Don't Go Girls and Boys. Don't Go Girls and Boys is a pretty nice one within those pitches. I look within the tone as far as saying I might just go ahead and say within the pitch as far as those pairs going to happen just within the banner typeness, but I look after it. So plenty of these hits on here. 8x10 is a nice one. It's like a good rainy kind of stock makeshift blase kind of push along, I'd say, in window pier. I would definitely feel like within the aspects. Good song to grab Taco Bell to, have a Gardettos, some stuff aspects within the tone. So it's kind of pitched. This is one of those typical type ones that just kind of like the aspect of just like usual kind of makeshift. It's the weekday kind of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday type blase pitches like that, just getting caught up in like the relative kind of aspect of just like to get along with them fairs like that. Definitely a window period, just looking out the window on like a rainy or just kind of slummish type day pitch like that. It's kind of the almost kind of a funk, but yeah, just some of those type ones that just kind of have like the pick me ups to kind of Taco Bell would be a good format to make that song not feel as trapped within those pitches, but a good format about it. Rainbow's another nice one within those tones as well. It's like a personal kind of tearjerker and rainy kind of sunshine kind of get within the aspects and within similar type fashion. Some of these type ones just kind of have like that kind of moody typeness. Kind of an emo type album. This is an emo album within those pitches. Like I said, Hot Topic flare pitches like that is this kind of aspect. But the only unfortunate thing about Fefe Dobson within this fair is it just doesn't reach. It's just not as much of a goth type album. It's definitely punk, definitely emo in certain senses, kind of scene pitches like that. But it doesn't nail like the goth type aspect, like the hero and kind of more spidery and kind of black heart type aspects within those aspects for the tone. And by black heart, I mean like black heart emoji, some of those type fares within the pitch. But it has the aspect. It is an alternative type album. But you think albums that Avril Lavigne did just a few months later with Under My Skin pitch like that, in terms of like being a scream queen type album, I feel like Fefe Dobson kind of more or less is probably within the variety of a scream queen. But this is really not that dark of an album. This kind of has like more punk type vibe, a little bit more edge type factor, being cranked up pitch like that. You definitely have some aspects to kind of get some jive going, some dance going, a few drinks going pitch like that. But in terms of like the shrouded typeness, it's just not a very haunted type album. It's not to say like that's a full bound problem. It's just the pitch for us, and it's something to know. Yeah, this is like some rainy sunshine kind of get here. Just good dredge and traffic about this song. Just kind of smoke a little bit with this particular fair about it. Just some day stroll as far as this fair is going to go. Just kind of within the pitch, just day stroll, what I mean, just kind of aspects as far as just like particular, just kind of a personal type song within the pitch, but just kind of one to listen to just amidst like a snack run type fair, just got hitting up like a gas station, some of those type pitches. Picking up like a frozen burrito with this extra stuff on your mind as far as this pitch kind of happens. So just kind of that preoccupied, just in a personal type funk, but just kind of still in motion pitches like that. Good further kind of makeshift dredge as well for like the commute of it just within the bustle, like the day fair pitches like that. So this kind of a nice one for just like a moody type one to just kind of be like it's a tugging type song. It's really not a dark song. It's a tear jerking type one, but it kind of just has like an upfit about it. It's a little bit more upkeep compared to like with an aspect. It's rainy, but it just is kind of more with an aspect of this. It has some building about it as far as this press kind, which is not a bad thing. Just looking at the pitch, but this kind of aspect, this nice personal type dredge of one. The song We Went for a Ride is nice on here as well. It's like a good feeling, kind of venturous, summer evening lit, kind of fun to kind of get within these aspects as far as the tones kind of happen. It's an early bird kind of MySpace fit, I'd say, within the tones. So it's kind of the pitch, the way MySpace, some of those summer crank type ones that you get for 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock p.m. and like a joyride type sense would kind of happen back in 2005, 2006. Is a good, nice one for like those particular fairs, just a little bit ahead of like those times within those pitches as far as those fairs can go. But it's kind of missed the aspect. It's kind of out in the summer wind pitches like that. I mean, this is kind of this is like a minorly kind of a gas type one, but it's just kind of the tone of just like a dredge type one that just has like a punk type factor about it. It's kind of one of those type ones like Under Oath and System of a Down, some of those type folks who do just a more pop punk type sense pitch like that. It's just kind of more definitely hardness is Avril Lavigne on here pitch like that. Some of those type edge type factors of this. Kind of out in the summer brush pitches like that, I had to say within the tone line, just more or less like a joyride, just some parkside type fair within pitches like that. It's kind of missed the aspect like some outdoor fun, good product. Say within the song as far as going for a ride within pitches, but also just neighborhood bound. This pitch like that is kind of missed like the aspect of once again good park or parking lot type fair pitches like that within the legality of it pitches like that I'd say, but just within the aspects as far as those tones gonna happen. Rock It Till You Drop It's nice on here. It's like a basic sunny kind of neighborhood romp to get. This has a punk edge and it's a good song for like some pickups I'd say within the aspect. Grab some bugles, things like that. It's good jump out this one. So there are some ones for like the summer type romp. There are some ones for like the summer type spice pitches like that, just from the ordeal, this Blink 182 style pitches like that within those ordeals, and just kind of feeling sparky and spiffy within pitches like that is kind of aspects as far as just like particularly just that edge factor of definitely some good Joan Jett type vibes pitches like that, but it's kind of the factor of just pickups, things like that, DVD run, some of those type pitches within format, pick up like some zigzags or just pitches like that, good. Pick up like an eyeliner or a lip gloss for a diva pitch like that, some of those extra type fares about it, just extra type romps. Stupid Little Love Song's a nice one as well within pitches like that. Just like a great Avril Lavigne like punk fest to kind of get within the aspects here. Just house party and kind of skate park banger I'd say. Good nice one to bop to, pitches like that. Stupid Little Love Song would definitely be a good combination, like a package type playlist type song to throw in along with songs like Skater Boy by Avril and some of those type ones within pitches like that. It's just good to get those fairs within pitches like skate park type fair, more aspects like punk type, house party type aspects within those tones as far as like songs like Dance Dance by like Fall Out Boy pitches like that. Some of those type ones that kind of have like the edge factor where on the occasion where some of these punk type albums don't fill out their albums full bound and you have to kind of have more songs that you know off of memory to kind of fill out those playlists. It's just some good nice ones for like that social spice of it. So it's good type pitches, some of those type ones. This has a lot more energy than some of the singles does within some of those type pitches. A lot of those are kind of more moody with it. The three singles have more glare type factor within the aspect, just a little bit more swamped and kind of have like the glared factor about them, pitches like that. But these are some ones, stupid little love song and Rocket Till You Drop It have a little bit more bite within the aspect. This is more kind of in your face, good pitches like that. Kiss Me Fool's a nice one as well within these aspects, like a dramatic kind of System of a Down like Bachelor and Glam. Kiss Me Fool's a nice one within these aspects as well as like a dramatic kind of System of a Down like Bachelor and Glam, I'd say within the aspects of it here. Just an esteemed kind of occasion, pitches like that is good for like punch bowl type fits, pitches like that, sounds type ones, or would be hella kind of like salsa and guacamole, pitches like that, sounds type aspects within the tones. As far as those aspects going to go, just kind of kind of chat and occasion type fit within the aspects, just kind of some tones of this. Look, not so much full bound blue blood, but just a little bit higher up within the aspect, just a little bit more dressed to impress type of occasion, pitches like that. Not quite banquet like, but kind of within the variety of something close to that within those tones. It's a little bit possibly more chivalrous with an aspect. Just the way that System of a Down kind of nailed those songs with songs like, particularly like songs like Chop Suey that would kind of have like a steam about them, but would still kind of be crazy, pitched like that. So this has that particular type flair. Just nails definitely reminds like '07 kind of Serge Tankian type vibes also within those pitches. But good type fare. Song Julia's a nice one as well. It's like a spicy kind of homebound kind of tortillas and salsa type shindig bop to kind of get within these aspects here. Just haphazard kind of feel, but just social within the same aspects about it. Just kind of good, nice one to split a six pack with some of the divas around pitches like that are kind of more upside down with the pitch. So just kind of the format as far as just the fair, kind of the particular, just Fefe Dobson kind of coming to the aid of like a particular folk, Julia within these aspects where the fair is going to happen, just kind of within the aspect of just noticing kind of like the upside downness pitches like that, but it's kind of the fair as far as like kind of being within a social spice of like a fashion behind it as far as those fairs can happen. So this good type pitch for like a social fit, but this kind of a personal type brooding type one, like the singles pitch like that. So this kind of good, nice, bittersweet type one to kind of have within those aspects as far as like the fair, just kind of for like the aspect of just kind of being out and around pitches like that, but just kind of a more haphazard type sense. So a good type pitch. Once again, pick me up's definitely pretty blistering on here as far as this format's going to happen. This definitely where you bust out the Alizé or the Hypnotic sounds type pitches within the format. I would probably say more or less I think they have Hypnotic in Canada pitches like that, but it's kind of the ordeal. Some of the stuff there just easily get some of those sparkly type drinks within the aspect. The treat type fair pitches like that, just treat type fair, peanut butter Twix, some of those type aspects when it's on good pitches like that. Unforgiven's a nice one. It's like a good crowded night and cranked up kind of noise to kind of get here. This is very Godsmack and Sewed like as far as those pitch kind of song is very Godsmack and Sewed like within those pitches, and by Sewed I mean System of a Down pitch like that. It's like it's got some good Sewed thump and Godsmack thump out within the aspects behind it. It's kind of a local banger within those tones. Goes pretty well, particularly with songs like Kiss Me Fool, Rocket Till You Drop It, some of these type ones with the pitch, Stupid Little Love Song, Take Me Away, pitches like that. So this is a good aspect to like. It's local kind of white noise, more residential bound pitches like that. So this standard red cup type flare, Guitar Heroes on pitches like that. This extra kind of percolate within the flare as far as those pitches. This actually is a little bit more ravenous type ones where the crank up gets a little bit louder with them pitches, but some good excellent product to have further type ones of these. Definitely good flare about it. And then I think the last one I haven't talked about on here is Give It Up within these pitches. So Give It Up's like a typical kind of day fit, I'd say, within the aspect. Just some makeshift kind of just some good kind of alternative kind of makeshift embrace. Definitely some alternative grease to get here. Very much some Avril Lavigne flavored time waste, I'd say, within pitches like that. Just some cute spunk about this song and bite as far as those fairs go. So it just has the aspect just within those particular fairs, just those particular kind of spicy type, hot topic type divas pitches like that. Definitely some scene chicks that really have like the toot pitches like that, middle fingers high, putting their middle finger in their mouth pitches like that. So inside tones, it's kind of a spicy fuck you type song within pitches like that, but it's just kind of ordeals just within the pitch as far as saying, but it's good prog as far as the fair's going to happen. Just kind of some of those type ones within the pitch are just like, just some punk swag as far as this pitch can happen. So definitely within the ordeal, this particular kind of a makeshift personable type song pitches like that. Avril Lavigne was pretty good at songs like this off of Under My Skin as well, pitches like that when you think of some of those particular type flares, like good pop punk kind of personable kind of makeshift fit within those aspects as far as those fairs can happen. Avril Lavigne probably had some good nice fit like that, like a song like Losing Grips and those type of areas. So just with an excellent aspect, this kind of personality to bleed, I would definitely say Fefe Dobson has some extra personality to bleed within those pitches as far as those pairs can happen. Just very affable, good charm pitches like that. So just some flares about that as far as what's going to happen. But yeah, 10 out of 10 album. Good flares within those aspects as far as the tone's going to happen. The social score is probably going to get like a 9.75 though. I look within pitch. I mean, it's not 9.75 in terms of like the quality of it within those pairs. Just some of these type ones. The house party fits are real good on here. Just the moody type backdrop pitches like that. Some of these type ones. It has a more glared type feeling. It's not haunting within a sense, but it has similar type fashions like System of a Down just throughout the 2000s pitches like that. Definitely some similarities to Avril Lavigne pitches like that. Some of those edge type factors of Elise, kind of more of a bitchy kind of pop punk, more of like a bitchy and catty kind of pop punk songstress. Not to say Avril Lavigne is bitchy, but just acting bitchy pitch like that. It's kind of that catty typeness pitch like that. Some of those type fairs. It kind of has like that particular Hot Topic kind of scene type spice pitch like that. So some of those good type ordeals. But just looking after the pitch as far as saying just from the product like House Party Flare Guitar Hero on some of the pitches with like some makeshift ones on here on top of that, and a few kind of rainy day type ones for like weekday type fare just with the get along as far as those press counts. A good type pitch. A few extra type fares, just some number of good spices on here, pitches like that. So it would actually be like a 10 out of 10 social in terms of like just the quality that the songs have. But it's this kind of pitch in terms of songs that I think folks are going to recognize just based on it. Just based upon a casual type fit. That's the only ordeal about it. Is Take Me Away is really only like a top 80 or top 85 type single pitch like that. So it's kind of an ordeal. But I just look at it. It's not like this album's not good. It's just the pitch as far as saying the reception for this album should have been a lot higher within those pitches as far as those formats count. But excellent type fair. So in terms of the future, like Fefe Dobson has dropped further albums, pitches like that. I'd say within those flares about a good excellent product as far as those flares going to go. But it's just kind of pitch. I'm going to get to some more of these down the road within these aspects. Kind of pitch. It is unfortunate that 2005 album didn't come out. Is questioning if it has like an unreleased album that's on YouTube, some of those type fairs, because if it is, I'd like to see more 2000s type fairs, to see some of those type pitches. To just, it's definitely 2000s pop punk is pretty vicious, but yeah, it's a classic album here, pitches like that. It's easy enough to be able to say within some of those type fairs. It's a good cousin of like particular pop punk type divas, pitches like that. Some of those type fairs definitely harnesses like Pink and Avril Lavigne, folks like that. Some of those type fairs. It's really is an original lane. It's really just some banner type stuff. Just really nailed the appeal. Real standout. Just the character off the sounds real high within pitches like that. Just nails the appeal. This real glare type album just really nails it.